guys, Larissa with BeCozi.net is here. BeCozi.net is an American website with the biggest collection of chunky yarns for hand knitting. So today I will be using our beautiful, gorgeous Merino wool yarn. Merino wool, super chunky Merino. We also have forever soft Merino. Merino wool comes in skeins like that. It's a huge skein. It's about 11 pounds. It's a super thick yarn. Technically it's woven, but it's really beautiful for making amazing blankets and pillows, and in our case we will be making a pumpkin. So here is the pumpkin made with our super chunky ivory, and this is a super chunky merino in mustard. Using this technique that I will show you today, you can also make a pumpkin with chunky or jumbo Chenille yarn. This is our jumbo Chenille yarn, in mustard. Jumbo Chenille yarn is available only at BeCozi.net. I created this super thick yarn, and you will not find it in any store. We have about 28 colors at BeCozi.net. I will put a link underneath to super chunky merino wool and jumbo Chenille yarn. So today we are making one with the mustard color. So here I'm using taupe color for the stem. Here I'm using ivory, and you can simply insert a piece of other color inside in the middle of the pumpkin, or I will be using a little stick, wooden stick, and I will wrap the yarn around. I will show you how. So it's up to you. You can also add some more decoration to the pumpkin if you want. You can add some stems and whatever you feel is right. I think merino wool is just really beautiful itself. So if you got our yarn, let's get started. Okay, guys, let's get started. So this is the 2.4 pounds of our super chunky merino wool in mustard color. And then I have a little piece of our ivory that will be for the stem. So let's get started with preparing the yarn and putting it in front of us like that. So this is the tail. This is working yarn. Working yarn goes on the top. Oh, before we start, we need to leave about 10-15 inches tail that will be used for connecting the bottom of the pumpkin. So here we are leaving this tail longer than usual, placing working yarn on the top of the tail, and we just made the loop. Insert your hand inside the loop, then grab working yarn and pull it out. Now grab these two together and pull your first stitch out. The stitch is a little bit bigger than we need, so we will pull working yarn down and make it a bit smaller. About 3 inches, 2.5. So what are we doing now? We will be making a casting on a chain. So to make a chain, to cast on a chain, insert your hand, grab working yarn and pull it out. Now I will press the bottom of the second stitch. See, they're the same size. That's my goal. And then I will insert my hand, grab working yarn and pull it out. So my goal is to make 12 stitches, guys. And the goal is to make them of the same size. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So we have 12 stitches, chain like that. What are we doing now? We are turning this chain on another side like that. And now working yarn is going on the back, and we are connecting this chain into a circle like that. Now we are taking the tail, not the working yarn. The working yarn is sitting here, the tail, and we are inserting it in this stitch, guys. Not this one, this previous stitch from inside out. Here we are. We just connected our circle. This is the tail, it goes inside, that it wouldn't be on the way. And now we will be knitting around. To knit around, we will be knitting this part of the stitch that is in the middle. Not the top, not the bottom, the middle part. For that middle part, you are lifting it with your left or right hand. Then insert your hand, grab working yarn and pull the stitch out. So we just made our first stitch on this circle chain. Now, not the top, not the bottom, the middle part. You can see it looks like small, not really small, looks like bumps. So we are using these bumps and we are knitting 12 stitches, or we can also call it pulling out the first row, okay? So make sure that you have 12 stitches, that you didn't lose, you didn't miss any stitch on the chain. You will need to make sure that you have 12, and the last stitch might be the most tricky one. Let me show you. So this is the tail. The tail actually shows where you start your new row, okay? So here, we started it here, tail shows that. And here we have 2 stitches, this stitch and this stitch. So first we're knitting this stitch, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we have one more stitch. So this stitch, guys, it's looking like a pearl stitch. So I usually taking it out. So you have a stitch and yarn. Insert your hand inside the stitch, grab working yarn and pull it out. Here we are. Now you have beautiful connection, beautiful 12 stitches, tails inside. And now we will be just knitting around the next row. So insert your hand, grab working yarn, pull it out. It's very easy to work with merino wool because it's so thick. Try to make stitches of the same size, guys. They're all like about the length of your big or pointy finger, and try to make them all of the same size, then it will look beautiful. And pay attention to your tail, this tail, because that tail is showing where you started your second row. Here we are. We just finished second row. The tail is here, showing us that. And what we will do now, we will actually place the yarn like that, or our future pumpkin. Okay, the tail is here. This is our last stitch. And now we will be knitting around only with the pumpkin folded in 2, like this. So why I am doing it this way? Because this way stitches will be closer to each other and you will not have big holes in between of the stitches. And if you're using stuffing, it will not be coming out. So this way, guys, we will be knitting for 12 rows. So you knit one side, flip it on another side, and then knit another side. And I will be doing it for 12 rows. And then I will come back and I will show you what I will be doing next. Okay, guys, so we are back. I actually knitted 11 rows because my previous pumpkin was 13 stitches. That's why it was 12. So the key is here. How many stitches you cast on, like in my case 12, the number of the rows will be one less, 12, 11. If you start with 13, then it's 12 rows. So now we will be connecting the bottom of the pumpkin first, okay? So here we are. We are placing the bottom of the pumpkin like that. This is the tail, and now the tail goes inside every of the stitches from inside out. not this part of the stitch, the outside part of the stitch. So you're taking the tail and placing it from inside out. The next one from inside out. And then you go through all stitches like that. You can pull the yarn a little bit, connecting the hole or closing it, or you can just keep doing it until you go through all stitches. See, this has a beautiful connection. So now when you're done the inserting through all stitches, now we will go, this is the first stitch, so you don't need to use that. See these two stitches that we already inserted the tail? We are going here, 1 and 2. That will give us this beautiful flower on the bottom. So now we can pull and connect the yarn. You can actually do even third one, it will be even better. Here we are. 2 for sure, guys. 2 of those that you already inserted the yarn. So now I'm simply going with this tail inside in the middle and turn it on another side. So here when you see this tail here, the tail I actually usually separate the yarn in 2 and then go underneath any stitch with one piece and then just make a simple knot, secure it, and that's how it's done. So now I am using either stuffing or a pillow insert that we have. That is up to you. You probably have like an old pillow at home that you can use stuffing from, or you can use any like old clothes too, okay? So now we will be closing the top. So we have this tail and we need to leave about 10-15 inches. Merino wool can be simply broken like that. So now we are going the same way from, so this is our last stitch here. From inside out, we're going inside every stitch around this opening on the top. This is how we will connect our pumpkin. So this pumpkin will be more on the like a little bit taller than my other ones that I showed you. If you want it more round, you will need to make a row or more less, okay? So here we are, connect. And now going underneath these two that we already went before. So here we are, we have this beautiful connection on the top, pull, connected, and now this tail, again, I'm usually separating the yarn in 2, then find a stitch underneath, go underneath, make a knot, and then hide the tails inside the pumpkin, spread it nicely. Here we are. So if you want it to be a little bit taller, that's how you do it. If you want it to be more round, just press it and make it a shape like that, okay? So what I'm doing for the stem. For the stem, I have this piece of wood, and you don't need to have it. It's absolutely optional. You can just take a piece of any other color yarn. In my case, it's ivory. Fold it in 2 and simply insert inside. If it's for decoration, it will be just sitting there looking nicely like that. What I am doing for my stems that they will look more professional, I'm taking this wooden stick and I am rolling the yarn around like that. So if you're buying our DIY kit, I put a link underneath the video. Then the DIY kit will come with the yarn and the stick. If you are just buying the yarn, then It's up to you what to put inside here, okay? So now I have a glue gun and I am connecting my merino to the stick with the glue gun like that. And then I'm using glue gun to put the stick inside, putting some of the glue around. And again, you don't have to do it. You can just simply stick it inside and it will still stay there. But to be really precise, that's how it's done. Okay, here's our beautiful pumpkin. Isn't it cute? This is pumpkin from the side. It's a beautiful, beautiful decoration. You can use it as a pillow or just put it as a part of your fall decor. So Super Chunky Merino wool is available at BeCozi.com. Get some of this beautiful, beautiful 100% Australian pure merino wool at our website and make this beautiful pumpkin. Stay warm and be cozy. Hey guys, Larissa with BeCozi.net is here. I would like to introduce my hand knitting book. The book was published in September 21 and recently it was also published with the Christian Publishing Agency. It's available on our website and also available on Amazon. This is the only book on hand knitting on the craft market. It's extremely unique and very beautiful book explaining hand knitting, giving you a history of our company, how hand knitting was born, and then it also gives you a few patterns, simple patterns with a very detailed pictures how to make every single step on the way. Go to the link underneath this video and purchase this book and let's hand knit.